Okay. So sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, due to rain, so the traffic has been stuck. That is the reason for delay. So we can start now. In the last class, which concept we have seen, guys? Helm chart done, right? So, in today's session, I'm going to teach you about the ingress and the rest of the Kubernetes topic. Tomorrow, we are going to do the project on Kubernetes. Okay. So, let's go and teach you what is the ingress here. Give me 1 second. Till now, you know about the services in Kubernetes, right? Tell me how many services you know about Kubernetes. What are those? Cluster IP, node port, load balancer. Apart from that, cluster IP, node port, load balancer. Okay. Apart from that, huh? Okay. So apart from that, we have one more service that is called as ingress. Actually, which one? Ingress. What is the meaning of ingress? You know, I'll explain some practical part on it, so you'll be getting a lot of clarity. So ingress in Kubernetes will help you to expose the application on both HTTP and HTTPS protocol. What is the port number of HTTP? HTTPS? HTTPS 443, right? You need to remember the port numbers. HTTP port number is 80, HTTPS is 443. So, let me tell you the best example for the ingress. Okay. For example, if I type paytm.com, what I am getting here? Paytm application, am I getting it or not, sir? But if I type paytm.com/movies, what I'm getting here? Movies page. Correct or not? But instead of paytm.com/movies, if I put paytm.com/flights, what I'm getting here? Flight page I'm getting or not, sir? If I type Paytm, my Paytm application is opening. If I type Paytm movies, movies is opening. If I type Paytm train, train will open. If I type Paytm flight, how it is working? That is the behind the scenes of ingress actually. Okay. So generally, if I open the pane to get the clarity, I mean, I have the, what we call this one? Presentation. In presentation, you can go and explore this more. Wait. Without service, we cannot expose our application into internet, correct? Without service, how can you expose? It's not possible. Let me go for Canva. Today is which day of Kubernetes? Which day? When we started the Kubernetes actually. When we started it? So 11th to it is 24, right? Means almost all take 2 holidays away. That means almost all like 11 days we have seen this one. Today is 12th, tomorrow is 13th. Okay. So now see, basically Kubernetes ingress is nothing but it is used to expose the application both HTTP and HTTPS protocols. And ingress support two types of routing. One is path-based routing. Second one is path-based routing means what exactly I shown you, that is called as path-based routing. If you go and see, let's take path-based. If I type example.devops.in, what I'll be getting? Directly I'll be going to application. But if I type example.devops.in/menu, I am going to menu service. Or if I type example.devops.in/reviews, I'll be going to previous pod actually. So like that. So, but in our case, what I have shown you here, let me tell you that one. Paint. Let me open the paint. In our case, if I type directly Paytm, I'll be going to main application. Let me type this one. So if I type paytm.com, like Paytm is my application. What is my application? Paytm. Wait. Paytm is my main application, like paytm.com. Okay, like I can type uh, https://paytm.com. If I directly type this, I'll be going to the Paytm pod, sir. Which pod? Paytm pod. Okay, like that. Directly it will go to the main menu. No, instead of if I type paytm.com/movies, I'll be going to which pod? Movies pod. So it is my home pod. Which pod? Home. But let me copy this 3 parts. 1, 2. Okay. So this I am copying. So directly, if I type https.paytm.com, directly I am going to the home path actually. Now, apart from this, sir, if I type https://paytm.com, if I type /movies, if I type /movies, that movies will go to which pod? Movies pod. Oh, wait. Let me go and type this one. /movies. Now, if I type https://paytm.com/flight, I'll be going to which pod here? Flight pod. So I'm going to put here /movies. Let me give it 24. I need to give it small movies. Okay. So in the same way, if I type /train, I'll be going to which one here? Train pod. Okay. This is how exactly the English is going to work for the best example I can tell. It is going to be the best example. So here also I'm going to give /train. Okay. Let me add it here in the bottom. That's it. So this is how exactly it is going to work. So in the first part, my home path will be working. Like it is my home menu. Okay. In second part, which part is working there? Movies is working here. And in the third part, what is working here? Fine. So this is what I can call as host based routing or path based routing. This one. Path based routing. Which one? Path based routing. There is one more thing called as a host based routing. Host based routing means, for example, if I type like this, example.devops.in is my website. If I type order.example.devops, I'll go to the orders page. Now, if I type store.example.devops, I'll be going to the, that means simply only one thing. If it is path based, you need to put your input at last. If it is host based, you need to put input at the, that is the only difference. Apart from that, nothing. Everything will be same actually. So is the concept of routing clear for all of you know? So this is what exactly you need to understand. Here in the same thing I have given. So ingress help you to expose both HTTP and HTTP endpoints. It support ingress. Okay. Path based and host based. Path based means you need to put your key at the end of, like I need to put at end. But if it is host based, you need to put at key at the start of URL. So I'm going to put end of URL. For example, www.paytm.com/movies, or like directly what I can do copy paste this one directly. Basically, you need to give HTTPS here. I need to give this one. Okay, like this. But in the same way, if I talk about the host based, I need to put this at starting of URL. Damn sure it is going to be the interview question for the experienced people. Which people? For fresher, it is not like that much of important. But when you go for as experience, it is going to be the most important question in the interview point. Is it clear for all of you know? That's it. And one of the best part is Ingress support the load balancing and SSL. That means if you create Ingress, Ingress will going to create the load balancer and one SSL certificate also. SSL stand for Secure Socket Layer. Already we discussed difference between SSL and TLS. SSL is the older version. TLS is the, both are used to provide the security for our websites. Okay. It redirect the incoming request to the right service based upon the web URL or path in the address. Ingress provide the encryption feature and help you to balance the load on the application. That means by default, it can provide the encryption. It can provide the load balancing for our applications. And here if you go and see, Ingress is used to manage external traffic to the services within the cluster that provide the feature like host-based routing, path-based routing, SSL termination, and more. When a load balancer is used to manage traffic, but load balancer does not provide the access control like Ingress. That means, sir, in the concept of services, we have load balancer. Already load balancer will distribute the load, but Ingress is also going to distribute the load. But why Ingress is so special means load balancer will not provide the encryption, but Ingress will provide the encryption. Load balancer will not provide SSL by default, but Ingress will provide the SSL like that. For example, in which situation in real time you are going to use Ingress means, suppose you have a multiple Kubernetes service on your running on your cluster. Each service has different applications such as example.com, app1 and example.com, app2. But in our case, I'm going to take Paytm, Paytm.com movies, and I'm going to take Paytm.com Prime. Let's take Paytm is my application, but in that I'm having how many services? Two. First one is movies, second one is going to be Prime. With the help of Ingress, you can achieve this. That means if I type paytm.com slash, I'll go to movies page. Now if I type paytm.com slash train, I'll be going to which page now? Train page now. Okay, like that. This I'm going to show you in practical way. But before going to practical way, the best thing lively I can show you is one more time. If I type https paytm.com movies, which page I'm going to now? Movies page. In the same way, if I type paytm.com, https colon slash paytm.com slash flights. I'll be going to which page now? How it is going means with the help of Ingress only. Whatever the keyword I'm giving, based upon the keyword, that Ingress is going to take me to that page actually. Is the logic clear now? What is the advantage of Ingress? It can provide the load balancing and encryption, but remaining service will not provide all of this. So is the concept of Ingress clear for all of you know? Yes or not? Online, can you please confirm me? Is the concept of Ingress clear for all of you or not? Can you please confirm in the chat box? If it is clear, we can go ahead and practice this one. What about remaining people? I'm getting response from only 3. Okay. So now I'm gonna quickly set up an EC2 instance here that's spin up with KOps. What is my KOps server? Let me open the Mobaxstop. So already you know how to set up this one. Where is this one? KOps, right? I forgot the file name actually. Wait, let me copy it right away. So I need to change the bucket name now. So let me go and change the bucket name. So name of the bucket name can be anything. So here I am giving AWS X. AWS X, fine. And I need to copy this path to the .bash RC. So now automatically it is going to create the cluster, but here we are going to provide the access keys and secret key. Oh, wait, I need to give, yeah. Access key, then secret key, then and US East 1. Output is on which format? Yes. So in the background, my cluster will be ready within the next 5 minutes. So in the meanwhile, I'll be going and explaining the concept, like how exactly I'm going to use this one. Okay. So to install the ingress, first of all, I need to run this command. If I run this command, automatically my ingress control will be running. And here we are going to deploy the application. Paytm is the application. In that application, I'm taking 2 services. How many services? For example, if I type Paytm, I'll be going to main path. But if I type paytm.com/movies, I'll go to movies pod. If I type paytm.com train, I'll be going to which pod now? Train pod, like that. So what I'll be doing, here already I'm having my source code in the different repository. Let me take that repository. The code will be somewhat of difficult for you to understand, but you need to understand it very carefully while I'm explaining, okay? Let me go and explain this one for you. Wait. I have given the access key, secret key here. Yeah, here is the repository URL. First of all, in the 1.yml, I'm having the source code of movies. In the 2.yml, I'm having the source code of train. I think all of you know this one, right? Movies and train. Okay. So, but here image, I have taken Apache and Nginx, but of course you can take whatever the image you want. For your clarity, what exactly I'm going to do is in the 2.yml, I'm going to give the image name as Paytm movies. So I'm giving Raham Sheikh, Paytm movies latest. Okay, that's it. This I'm giving. And here, like, let me go and give all the things as movies. Why? Because I need to replace every label as movies. So I replaced one as movies, and next thing I'm gonna replace other one as fine. Oh, but wait. I think this is not on my account actually. It is on different account. Let me take the code from my account. Already in my account, I have the code. Wait. In the repositories, you have something called as ingress. Ingress. I think not in this one. Wait. Let me go to my Raham Sheikh 007 account. Okay. Let me go for logout. Raham Sheikh 007. अरे मैं forgot the password. हाँ. Give me a second, guys. The worst part is whenever if you forget this one, everything you need to send the verification password. You need to set it. I, GitHub, yeah, here. Basically, here my browser is not working. The reason, like, I'm last session also, like, I'm trying to reset the password. I reset the password, but after giving it is not working. Like, I'm having some cache issue with the browser actually. Mm, Wait, now it will go. Due to cache, sometimes the things will not work as per your expectation. Okay, so don't need to worry about it. Let me go back and let me try to log in now. So Raham Sheikh 007 and the password I'm giving it now. Again, I forgot this mail password. Give me a second, guys. It's taking a lot of mess up. Let me do one thing. I think I have the ingress here. Let me fork that repository. It's wasting a lot of time actually. It's completely. Let me fork to this Raham Sheikh account and like I'll be going to show you the content. In Kubernetes, I'll fork this repository. Already fork is existed. Okay, this is already in my account actually. Wait, in the repositories of Kubernetes, I have this one. So if you go and check out this one, here I have the code. So I can take out this code now. So the ingress and everything is there. First of all, in the movies.yml, I have the movies code, sir. Which code? Let me go and check out the train. In the train.yml, I have the train code. So these two I am having. First of all, let me give this repository URL for you. It's wasted a lot of time literally for us today. Okay, it is a GitHub repo. Now here what exactly I am trying to do is, first of all, let me rename this repository name, Kubernetes Ingress. Okay. So it will be good for the next time when I want to show this to the people. So now in the concept of ingress.yml, here this is going to be very, very lengthy. It is the ingress.yml what exactly we are going to use. So API version, kind is ingress, metadata is Kubernetes ingress. So here I am going to use SSL redirection. I am taking it as false, and use regex. I am going to take it as true. Here in my target in this diagram, how many inputs you are seeing? Two inputs. First of all, movie. Second one is fine. So here that is the reason why I have given here dollar as two. That means I have two inputs here. What is the name of the ingress class here? Paytm. If I type slash Paytm, if I type slash Paytm, and in the service name, if I give movies, I need to get the movie service. No, sir, at the last, if I give the train service, I need to get the train. And what is the port number here? 80. And this service port number also 80. And if I give path, nothing. If I don't give any path, I need to open my paytm.com. But if I use paytm.com/movies, I need to get movie service. Or if I use paytm.com/, I need to get the train service. And again, this is going to be very, very big manifest file. You don't need to remember everything. Why? Because if you go to the official documentation of Kubernetes, let me go to here. So if I type ingress, if you go to the official documentation, in the official documentation, already the code will be given. Are you seeing the code here? Same code you are going to copy paste in the like manifest file here. But already I have done the configuration here, so you not to worry about anything. The only thing you need to understand is if I type movies, my movie service will get. Now if I type train, I'll get the train service. Okay. So what is the port number here? 80. That's it. So what I'll be doing, here I am cloning this repository first of all. So here it is my cluster. I think my cluster is ready now. Wait. So let me get the configuration of the cluster. Give the command cops get cluster. Is your cluster ready now? Kubectl get no. So your node is also ready. The first thing here you are going to do is you need to run this direct command to deploy the ingress controller. Why? Because if you don't have ingress controller, your things will not work in the real time. Is ingress deployed now? That's it. Okay. Automatically, if you run that command, that is going to deploy the ingress. After deploying the ingress, now from this repository, you are going to download the code. So what you are going to give the command now? Git clone and URL. But here we don't have git. So give the command yum install git -y. Now clone that repository to your local. Clone this repository to your local. So it got cloned now. So what I'll be doing, if I give LL, I have the repository. Let's go for the repository. I have 3 manifest file. How many manifest file I'm having? So give the command kubectl create -f dot. That means create all of them. All of them got created. Now if I give the command kubectl get svc, I'll be getting the service called load balancer. What I'll be getting? Load balancer. And give the command kubectl get ing also. I need to get kubectl get ing. Have you got the ingress now? The moment once everything is deployed, what you gonna do is now, it is telling that after executing all the files using kubectl get ing to get the ingress, after 30 seconds, it is going to provide a load balancer DNS. Now, if you copy that DNS and if you paste it on the browser, automatically, if you type /movies, you'll be going to movies page. Now, if you type /train, you'll be going to the train page. But we need to wait for some time until we get the load balancer. Why? Because without load balancer, we cannot able to go and get the ingress service. Again, I'm telling in Kubernetes, the code is not important. Concept is going to be very, very important. Code you can get from internet also. And in real time, you never write the code. Why? Because before you go to the company, everything is written there. You just need to understand them and you need to work on them. So if I go here, now I'll be having the load balancer part. Go for a load balancer here. Previously, you don't have any load balancer. You have only one load balancer. But just now, few minutes ago, your load balancer got created or not, sir? At what time? 5. That means couple of minutes ago. The moment I executed the manifest file, Your load balancer got created. But you need to wait for some time until it replicate to your console. So here what I'm doing, I'll copy the DNS name and I'll paste it here. So here 404 not found, that means still it is working in the background, okay? So you need to wait for some time still. So okay, wait guys, sometime like we need to wait for 2 to 3 minutes, wait for some time. I think still it is not activated. Let me check the status is running or not. So you need to check the status, whether it is running or not. What is the status now? One of two instance is on service. So we need to wait for second one. Why? Because only one service is running as of now. So let's wait for second service. Are you seeing second one is out of service? Instance has failed to launch. Why? Because unhealthy threshold. We are getting lot of errors in today's session only. It is very, very important concept, but unfortunately nothing is working fine today. Let me go to this instance. Let me check why it is getting the issues. Go for status and alarms. Both is working fine. Wait, guys. Let me deregister this one. Like in practice, you won't get this one, but out of the blue moon, it's coming correctly now. Okay. So what I'll be doing, I'll be going here and I'll be trying to check now. Slash movies. Shabba. Wait, one more thing here I forgot to do is I need to change the security groups actually, first of all. In security, give it as all traffic. Now we need to check this one. So go for load balancer. Now copy the DNS name. I need to get slash movies first of all. Something is working wrongly for this. Is train working now here? It is working. And if you give the other port number, this other port number will work with the movies now. Wait, let me check with other port number. It is for movies. Huh? There is a small issue. Both is working for train only. Wait, there is some issue here. Give me 1 second. Wait. Kubectl delete hyphen f dot. Okay. BAM movies.yml. In the movies.yml, I have given Paytm movies. That is correct. Train.yml. In train.yml, again, I have given the Paytm train. App is equal to Paytm, correct only. There is a small mistake happening in the manifest file. Let me fix it. Wait, I'll fix it. Okay. So VIM ingress.yml. In the ingress.yml, class name is movies. Okay. Instead of HTTPD, again, I need to give Paytm. Paytm. Movies. Let me apply now. Kubectl create hyphen f dot. There is a small like issue with the manifest file. I have fixed it and let me check it now whether it is working or not. Go for load balancing now. It is a previous load balancer that start with the AD, which is not working fine. Now I created the new load balancer now. So let me check the new load balancer is coming on. It is the old one. So I'm going to delete this one. Why? Because old one will completely make a mess up for understanding. So I create the new load balancer. Now let's check whether the new load balancer is getting or not. So give the command kubectl get svc. It is working and kubectl get ing. Ing stand for ingress. Okay. So wait for some time. You need to get the new load balancer. Then only we can go ahead and we can check with the ingress service. If you go and check, you have the ingress controller that got created just now. Let me check this 326. Let me check out with this one. Arey, why this is not showing the new load balancer? Unfortunately or fortunately, it is not creating the load balancer. So Rama, basically that load balancer is for our cluster, but I want the load balancer, which I want to allocate for the services. Here I'm getting a different issue, invalid disk capacity. We have the proper disk capacity, but why it is showing invalid disk capacity? So guys, issue is not from our manifest file, issue is from the cluster. Cluster is showing that invalid disk capacity. Even though we have sufficient memory, it is still showing it as invalid disk capacity. Why it happened? We need to figure it out. Ah, let me do one thing. We have a issue with the cluster. Let me decommission the cluster and create one more time. Cops get cluster. I'm gonna recreate the cluster. Wait, kubectl delete hyphen name of the cluster hyphen hyphen. Yes. I need to use cops. Wait. Guys, issue is not from our manifest file. Cluster is not behaving like regularly. It's behaving some abnormal activities. Okay. So we don't have any issue with the manifest file. So that is the reason I'm going to recreate this cluster one more time. Wait for it. I'm creating the cluster one more time. So wait for some time. Okay. So now the new cluster is ready. Let me go and create the ingress service here. So I'll be going and give the command kubectl create hyphen f dot. So I'm creating all of them. So kubectl get all. I got the ports here and I got the containers here as well as I got the services and I'm getting the ingress also. So now my ingress is also ready here. In the meanwhile, I need to go back to my load balancer and check whether it is properly created or not. So wait for some time. It will create the load balancer. In the meanwhile, go to the instances and try to change the security groups here. So for the worker nodes, I need to go ahead and change the security groups. Go for running servers. The worst part is we need to get the load balancer, but it's not at all creating the load balancer. I don't know why it is not creating the load balancer. Let me log out and log in. There is something issue with this account. Previously, the same code I have used, everything was creating perfectly, but it's not reflecting at all. Not at all. It is working fine. Ingress got created. Kubectl get SVC. Hmm. Let me do one thing. Become very slow now. Let me take the code from different branch. So it is ingress. Let me go and check now. Guys, issue is not with our manifest files. Issue is from the AWS console. In the AWS console, basically it need to create a load balancer, but unfortunately, it is not creating any kind of load balancer. If you go and see, for the first time, it got created load balancer perfectly. But while I'm trying to create the second time, the load balancer is not at all creating in the exact way what we want. So it is the issue. But don't worry, like I'm going to give these notes for you. You practice this one. Definitely it will work for you. In my case, I don't know what is the reason. Might be my AWS account is about to block, or either like it is having the excessive service. Okay. So, but here I'm giving the same exact notes for you. You try this on your practice purpose. If it is working for you, then issue is from the AWS console. Why? Because you can clearly see for the first time when I'm trying to create the load balancer, is it creating or not, sir? But from second time when I'm trying to create the load balancer, it is not at all accepting. I need to get the second load balancer, but still it is going with the load balancer number one only. So it is clearly issue is my account only. But don't worry. So I'm giving the notes for you. You try to create this one. If it is not working for you, let me know. Tomorrow I'm going to try to troubleshoot this one. Okay. So today our lot of time got completely wasted with this only single concept. Basically, I need to cover some other concepts also. It's okay, fine. I'll take one additional day for it. Okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna take the concept of Argo CD, that is Kubernetes deployment. What we are going to see. So I'm gonna cover the concept of Argo CD. So the deployment will done. And the other day, like you asked me to show me how to create EKS. I'm gonna show you how to create EKS also. Even though it's not a part of your syllabus, but I'll try to show how to create EKS and how to work with it. Okay, that's it. So I'm giving these notes for you in the Google Classroom. So as of now, the class is not happen properly. So might you won't get any doubts. Why? Because even though we haven't got the proper output, but I will recommend all of you to go and check out with this. Okay. Google Classroom. So I'm going to decommission this cluster. Yeah, I have given the notes for your in Google Classroom. So please practice this one. Okay. So definitely it is going to give the output. Why? Because it never throw me any kind of error like this before. So sometimes if we have any kind of issue with our console, so we cannot do anything about it. Okay. So you practice this stuff and let me know whether you got the load balancer or not. If you get the load balancer, try to copy paste the DNS in the browser. Okay. And try to check whether you are able to get the application or not. If that is working, then everything will be fine for you. But remember, you need to change the security groups. Why? Because without security groups changing, you cannot get the output. That's it. MongoDB. Where is MongoDB? There is no MongoDB in our syllabus, Nikhil. Okay, then fine. So let's meet on tomorrow's session. Have a great day. Bye.